Thanks very much for the question, Clare. It's a great question. So recently, as a business, we were made aware that our lease was going to be terminated in the current premises that we were in. We ran a small smart home company in Inverness. We had a small office with 3 staff. We took the news quite well to start with. And the only reason we really took that news well is, instead of looking at it from a negative perspective, we tried to look at it as an opportunity to take the business to the next level. So instead of going into a hole and getting upset about it and looking at it as a problem or a negative, we did look at it, and that only came from the training we've received from Clare, from Will to Win, was that we started looking at the perspective and looked at it from the other side. Why not take these bunch of lemons, let's call it, and turn that into something on a positive level? So what we decided to do was, instead of just crawling into a pit and complaining about it, is we started to look around for a premises, but not just an equal premises to what we had. We saw it as an opportunity to expand our business, which was always part of our goals. We just weren't really ready from that point in time, and what happened was they just came at that point in time, and we decided to deal with it then. So what we did is we went out and looked for a bigger premises, we looked for space, we looked at other ways of pursuing market growth and other sort of styles of business. So it came down to really not taking a negative approach on something, looking for the positive in it, and that all came down really from the training I've received from Clare from Will to Win.
Well, thank you for that. And I guess that's the power of the 333 story that we talk about, obviously, within the program. It's all about focusing on why you can do something instead of why you can't. And how did that help you? So when you kind of reverted to that, how did that help you to focus on what you wanted to do?
Well, it was a great passage, and I'm sure you'll refer to that in some of your other content. We looked at it from a perspective of not looking at how we were going to achieve anything. We sat down with myself, my partner, and one of our engineers, and we looked at what is it we'd actually really like to achieve. We just forgot about how we're going to get there, what it's going to cost, where would we actually like to be as a business right now in this marketplace. And we wrote down all those ideas, and we absolutely rejected any negative ideas whatsoever. And that really opened up an absolute creativity and imagination that we didn't realize we had. And that allowed us to really take things to the next level. So by just rejecting the negativity and the how, we really focused on the result, and that's just an absolute change in mindset, really. And it's such a refreshing way to look at things, because we're conditioned these days to look at things from a negative side and then try and make it positive out of a negative. We've done the opposite. We're just focusing fully on the positive side of things, and it allowed us to really use our imagination on it, and that's what we're doing now with this large premises that we've taken over. So this is going to be our new headquarters for eyesight systems, CCTV and smart homes in the Highlands. And we've gone, like I said, from a little 2-desk office to what's going to be one of the first smart home showrooms in the Highlands, and we're really looking at expanding that. And it's an ambitious dream, but by not focusing on how we're going to get there, focusing on the dream itself, it's made it such a great opportunity for us. So.
Thank you for that. And is it are you able to do this? We're very focused on the how. We're very focused on, but I can't do that because I haven't got the money. Yeah? So how would you answer that? Do you think?
I think that if you look at it from the right perspective and you want it enough, you can get the money. The industry that we're in, we make sure that we utilise that to get the money we need to fund the project. Now, sometimes you have to be a little bit more realistic in the way you do that, but you really need to get your goals in order first. Find out where you actually want to be, and I'm working the other way. So I'm finding out where I want to be, and I'm working back from there. Instead of figuring out, what if this, what if that, and what about the money for this? How am I going to get that? We're finding out what do we actually want first, and then we're working to that goal from there.
So would you agree it's all about making a decision?
It's 100% about making a decision, and also looking at things in perspective. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
No problem.